day a man sat under a tree on a hill overlooking the city. From where he sat, the city looked like an ant heap. Cars and trucks went into and out of the city, but he could not follow any individual vehicle for long once it was within the city boundaries. He had tried it with one particularly striking yellow truck, but even that was swallowed by the ravenous city after only a short time. The air was hot and wavy. A faint blanket of grey smog undulated above the concrete jungle. It looks like a monster is living there, the man thought. Like a swamp covered by the foul breath of a dragon. He sighed, and resting his head against the tree he closed his eyes. Faintly he heard the noise of the city. It was mostly a dark, almost orchestral rumble, with sometimes a virtuoso solo by a moped or some roadworks machinery. The man sighed again. It was both a sigh of content and one of melancholy. Normally he would have been part of that ant heap down there. This morning, however, he had looked out of the window of his third-story apartment, and through the concrete slabs echoing his building, he could see a glimpse of blue sky. That had decided him. He could not face another day in the city. He had got on his old underused bicycle and had started pedaling, without a clear idea where to. Something had drawn him to this hill and this tree. It had seemed the logical spot as he sat there now. Thinking about the press of life, he decided it had been enough. No drama, no explanation. It had been enough. He would never return to that ant heap. He opened his eyes, and it was as if a new pair looked upon the city. As if the city was a threatening place to stay away from, an evil swamp that should be fenced in, and hung with "danger, keep away" signs. The man rose and turned his back on the city. His new eyes looked on the ancient tree. Its gnarled bark and many scars showed a troubled life, but a tenacious life, a strong life. It had been here well before the city had become this obnoxious place. The tree had roots that burrowed much, much more intimately into the earth than those of the city, and the top of the tree caressed the sky where no skyscraper could reach. His new eyes saw the branches, and was it his imagination, or did they form a staircase? He tried the first branch. It was sturdy and secure. He tried the second branch. He was right. All around the tree went a spiraling staircase, of branches disappearing into the crown of the tree. He climbed on and reached the base of the crown. There the man looked upon the city world he had left. He shook his head and, smiling, vanished into the green world of the tree. Another NoisePollution.nl production. Free internet entertainment. This production is released under a generic, non-commercial Creative Commons license.